Hello, my name is Madeline DuPont, and this is my introduction for Administrative Clinical Mental Health Counseling Services. This is my last semester at the DuPont as well, so I'm getting married in November. I think the reason that the term counseling is so misunderstood by the general public is because it falls into like kind of a broad category of mental health, and there's a lot of wellness services that also use the word counselor, so like or therapist, and there's a lot of words that get thrown in. Like, I know I personally was really confused before I got into this field, and so like there's like camp counselors and guidance counselors, and there's mental health therapists, there's also like physical therapist, or there's also massage therapist. There's a bunch of different like things that use the same word, or counselor, and so I think it's pretty misunderstood. When I speak to people, I try to be pretty clear that I do mental health counseling, and I think too, like, therapist and counselor have become synonymous with each other, and so like sometimes people don't think they're the same profession, or they think they're the same, and so there is a difference between the two words, but I think in the general public, people kind of just throw them out and they don't really understand the difference between the two of them, and it gets confusing for somebody not in the field. So it's completely valid why people get confused. I was confused before I got into this profession, so I always like to be clear that I'm a clinical mental health counselor. So here's what I believe the difference is between the different professions in the mental health field, or social sciences kind of field, is that psychologists are people that are really trained in like assessing and diagnosing mental health disorders and distress, and they're highly trained in it. They have a doctoral degree in it, and so they're assessing mental health disorders. They can be pretty severe, and they're working on more that like treating and diagnosing it. And so they're specialized in these field and can provide a lot of assessments and further research into these mental health disorders. A psychiatrist is somebody who is trained as a medical doctor. They go to medical school and they have a degree. They're going to be able to diagnose and then also be able to treat and prevent mental health disorders and symptoms within mental health, and how they come within the body, and prescribe medications. I was nervous and I forgot to say it, but I know it. And how the client shows up. So they also have a doctorate degree. And once again, that assessing and diagnosing and treating, that's kind of like the main kind of things from that. Both of those professions are trained differently. You would have a degree in psychology, a doctorate's degree in psychology, and then you would have a medical degree, an MD, and you would practice psychiatry. And then a social worker is more, I would say, like an advocate, or somebody that works more within society. And so they're connecting clients. They can provide counseling services to clients, but they're connecting clients to resources, tangible resources, community resources, and they're also advocating for their clients, going above and beyond, going to their homes, going to their communities, and providing services, and really working within society. And I would say they're big advocators and go much deeper into the social work, or the social part of the mental health profession, but they can also provide counseling services. And then a marriage and family counselor or couples counselor, they're trained similar to clinical mental health counseling. They're trained within theories, and they work from a wellness perspective and treating disorders or emotional dysregulation, or emotional disturbances, like within the context of a systems theory, or a marriage and families theory, or a couples theory. So having the client be a family or a couple, and so they have further training within working with that, and their education looks a little bit different, more on the clinical side of working with these people and getting a certain amount of hours to be able to provide services to a systems. And so their training is more focused on systems wellness, systems like working through any kind of emotional problems or issues that come up, and working with the individuals within the system. So that's what I believe the difference is between all the different professions. So, what a counselor is to me, in my personal definition, is somebody that has a master's degree in clinical mental health counseling, like myself, or a counseling degree. And I work from a wellness perspective, so I'm able to diagnose and treat emotional and mental disorders and prescribe like psychoeducational or coping skills or things to help alleviate some of these symptoms or heal from the things. But I really operate from a client centered, like a client ability to find their own resources and develop skills within my client so that they can improve their wellness or work through these issues. And so I believe through different means, so like talking or verbally or non-verbally or through expressive arts, be able to work through, cope, and manage any kind of mental or emotional dysregulation or symptoms or disorders through my work with my client. And so, as somebody that loves play therapy, maybe using play or expressive arts to be able to work through these and have the client be able to cope with and manage and continue to then in their own life be able to work within themselves or have awareness within themselves to be able to work through and live with what their circumstances are, and then also like help them heal from things that stems from. And so my personal reason of why I wanted to be a counselor is I want to be the change I want to see in the world. I actually have it on my sweatshirt right now. I was a rainbow baby, and so I believe I was put on this earth to work with people, and I've absolutely loved my experience at Sam Houston so far. I feel like I've learned so much about how to work with individuals on such a personal level and create change and advocate, go above and beyond. Like I want to work with people on an individual scale, but also make a difference within my community and within the mental health field as a whole. I think there's so much, like I said, there's misunderstanding, and there's this profession is relatively new. So continuing to build it up, advocate for my clients. And I feel like my training here has been fantastic at Sam Houston. And I really want to be a change. I want to be an advocate for mental health. I want to continue to break down that stigma and give people resources to live the best life they can. We all get one life on this earth. And I hope through my work with my clients, I'm able to help them create the life that they love and they want to live through their own resources and their own ability to cope and work through and heal. It's beautiful. I'm so thankful to be a part of this community and this profession. And I take my work as a counselor very seriously. And I think that it's fantastic, the ability that we have to work with these people and allow these clients to see that they have it within themselves to be able to do the work and heal and to be able to come above. So, yes. What I hope to learn from this class is continuing to understand the things that I spoke about in this video. I feel like I have a baseline understanding from what I've heard from other professors or little questions that I've asked or my own research, but I don't feel super firm in that. I start my internship actually tomorrow, yay! And so I'm working in a private practice, and I want to know like the different settings that I can work in, and also like still continue to understand like my ethical like obligations and ethical rules that I need to follow and uphold, and then also continue to understand like what does counseling look like, more things, because this is an ever-changing profession, and the more education I can have about what my role is, it will continue to give me confidence in my work, and so I can best serve individuals. And then also know what are my options post-graduation, like what settings do I want to work in. I'm trying private practice, but what if I have a passion for something else? I don't know until I try it, and so I'm very excited to learn about all the different settings and things that I can do with my degree, and like what else I can do in this amazing profession. I'm so thankful to be able to make it this far in this program and at this amazing school, and I'm extremely excited to be in this class with y'all. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm a yapper, so I'm sorry that it's long, but I appreciate y'all bearing with me, and I'm excited for an amazing semester. My last fall semester of being a student and my last year, so let's get it, guys, and sending happiness, kindness, and love. Bye.